Hello, guys. I hope I'm audible as well as visible. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, yeah. I think it's fine right now. So, really good morning, guys. First of all, I shouldn't say good morning. It's kind of like good night. Okay, so that's fine. So, hello, hello, hello. Let's wait for some time and let's see. So, hello, A to J's Tech Helper. Hello. Hello everyone, basically hello to each and everyone. So this session, as always, you can ask your questions which are related to cybersec, and I'd be happy to answer them. If I don't know, I'll try to learn and I'll try to help you again. Okay, so yeah, just a minute, guys. Hi Shashi, hi. Hello, hello everyone. Really, thank you for joining me on my stream for today. So it's been awesome, and hello, 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 hello. Uh, let's check for let's guys anyone A to G C helper Kamal ki dosti. Don't know, man. Like if you can, I don't know. Like I can't. Sign there. Do we need programming or for hacking? I would say yes. Okay, it will be definitely helpful for you if you know programming. Okay, so bro, when one can expect the first from this week? Okay, so I'll be making videos like three episodes. I'll be uploading this week. Okay, so yeah. I'll start from this enumeration. Like I'll give some basic introduction regarding Windows, and also I'll show you the enumeration stuff and etc. like that. Okay. EJPT exam. I'm not familiar with that, Rohit. But I think there are some good guides over there on internet. But I personally I haven't took EJPT exam. But there might be someone who took that. So JavaScript, Python, which is best? It is dependent. Okay, sometimes you might be working on payloads which are written in Java, JavaScript or Python, but mostly Python would be fine. Okay, and oh, in the end of this month, that's fine. So any questions or anything like that, I'd be happy to answer. I'll be only for like some time. Okay, and if you want, you can connect over my Discord server. Okay, so the link in the description. Okay, you can do check that out from there. Okay. So what are the necessary basics for hackers? Mostly the important basics are from networking and cryptography part. Okay, so that's the thing. Networking and cryptography are like some of the most important stuff, and then also understanding how if you are working on something like privilege escalation or anything like that, like knowing about related to, let's assume that you want to do some Windows privilege escalation or Linux privilege escalation. So it is better to know about the Windows and Linux operating systems as well. Like just having some basic understanding would do fine. No, I don't know the car hacking, but I've seen few videos, okay, on YouTube. So like I think those kind of old, but I don't know how the latest stuff work. Hi bro, sorry I haven't got to the notifications, but like, I'm sorry. It's fine, man. It's fine. It's fine. You joined it. That's enough. Okay, you can ask your questions. No, no need to tell sorry or anything like that. You can post your questions, and also if you have any suggestions you can do mention in my on this chat or anywhere like that. I'll try to make videos on them in the future. And also this week there's going to be videos on Windows plus escalation. So so that's it. So as I announced it earlier, so we are going to have Windows plus escalation series which might be proceeding for like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know what might be the duration, but I will try to upload like 2 or 3 episodes a weekly. So like that it is going to be complete, and later I will start this active directory part. Okay, so yeah. So can you please make a course on which you cover? Make a course. No, I think there is no better. Right now, I'm not having any goals of making a course. But if you want to learn this stuff, then you can like contact me. I provide one-to-one training sessions. So if you want, you can do contact me. So yeah, so it's only going to be one-to-one sessions as of now. I'm only taking those. Like I thought to upload on Udemy or anything like that, but those are not great in my opinion. So mostly I will take this one-to-one sessions. Okay, but if you come by group like 2 or 3 persons, so it's going to be less cost compared to the top one-to-one session. Okay, so if possible, I'll invite a guest. He's my friend, Nikhil. Okay, let's see whether he's available or not. Okay, so he's an OSCP guy. So I can ask him for questions like that or anything like that. I'll be calling him. Just a minute. We thought to meet or do this kind of thing last week only, but I think he's having some kind of network issues last week. So we'll see whether we can do it or not right now. Really sorry for that sound, man. Any questions, guys? Make sure to answer. Make sure to provide them in the chat or any suggestions. I'd be happy to check them out. So yeah, let's see what questions that I can answer. And also, as always, if you want to connect to me per Twitter, so Twitter, if you want to connect me or social media, Twitter is the best place that is active right now. So this is my profile. So I'll share some cybersec content, etc. like that. Yeah, so you can. Yeah, hi Sisi Kiran. Hi. You can follow me on my Twitter. So yeah. So let's go and let's go. I got some questions. Bro, what degree you should take after 12th for cybersecurity? You can do basically any degree, I think so. Like what you need, if you are working on your cybersecurity skills, it's absolutely fine. I've seen people who are like who took some different courses like apart from BTech, and they are successful right now. Like they are doing the hacking and stuff. So it's not depend upon what degree. So it is all about how much work you put. Okay. So I want to make a base. Strong in cybersecurity. So can you please help me with that way to start? Sure. Okay. So the best and the foremost thing that you need to do is like understand about this. Uh, just a minute, guys. Sorry, just a minute. So I'm just asking whether I can do. Yeah. In the meantime, let me see your questions. So base stronger, so networking and the cryptography, the main concepts, and also to understand them. Like in hacking, there are some steps like information gathering, scanning. Like these are some common steps: exploitation, privilege escalation, clearing tracks. So I would recommend you to understand what are each of those techniques are, or what are those each methods are. Uh, so then you can understand it. Okay, so that's the best thing. So it's not like you can do it in a day or anything like that. So I would recommend you to like stick a week for a concept and work on that. Okay, like based on your skill. Okay, I'm not telling you to stick strictly for 1 week. If you're comfortable, you can skip a part, but like work more. Okay, hello Zubar. Can I take? Yeah, you can take, but I'm not experienced. Okay, I just completed my BTech. If you can take, yes, you can take. I've seen people who are doing that, but once ask some of your elders, etc. as well. Okay, so don't go on my opinion. To get high paid CTC, I think it's JavaScript. Okay, I think JavaScript is like most demanded thing. Most demanded script. I think JavaScript. I think I don't need to see for that. Okay, JavaScript. How long should focus on the basic skills and then move up until or unless like you got confident? If you get confident with that, you can from that you can. I think he might be. Yeah, I think the brother might not be coming this day as well. But that's fine. Okay, I'll bring him any one day. Okay, the reason I'm looking to bring him is like he is an OSCP certified guy. So like he might be giving you some valuable suggestions and stuff. And also you can check out his channel, uh, Tech 69. Okay, so I'll be showing him. Let me go to YouTube. There is his channel called as Tech 69. It's one of the good channel. Okay, so he make videos on some good or interesting stuff, I can call. I watch his videos regularly. I think he's working currently on C++ playlist or some exploit development playlist. So you can do check that out, and huge shout out to this man. Okay, he's doing a wonderful job, and he's also having courses on Udemy. So if you want, you can do check them out. I think he's running some offers or anything like that. You can do check him out. How long should I think I answered your questions? Or should we even learn things like PWSH and bash scripting? Like knowing about them is fine. If you know about them, it's absolutely fine. Okay. I don't mean like knowing, it's not like completely learning. Like if you can see the what you call a code, and if you could understand okay what this particular piece of code is doing, then you are absolutely good. Like I'm not requesting or suggesting you to learn complete language. Like if you take Java, there are lots of modules. If you take Python, there are lots of stuff going on over here and there, but understanding a basic part would do the work. But no one's stopping you to learn everything. Okay, so it's fine. If you want, you can learn it. If you're interested, you can learn it. But having an understanding skills is fine according to me. Okay, so yes, let's see what happening. Okay, let me come back. And if you want, guys, you can check out my Discord server. So this is the place where I'm active mostly. If you have any doubts or anything like that, I've seen people asking doubts in YouTube comment section. Like, it's kind of a problem because the YouTube removes stuff. Okay, so it has some strict policy against the words that we use. So sometimes it removes and it throws in a quarantine kind of thing. It contaminate, it kinds of removes them, to be clear or precise. So you can ask me on my Discord or anywhere else. I'd be happy to answer. Okay, so not only me, there might be some other people who will be who is interested in helping you. So yeah, that's fine. How to manage things and stay balanced? uh Balanced in the sense like time management. It comes with the time management, Zuber. Okay, so like how effectively manage the time is going to be the key role. Okay, so I've seen people who work in like a software development part, and they even do this cybersec and stuff. Like they are managing the time properly. Okay, so that's how. So like try to schedule your day of how to work or etc like that. I think that's the best thing that I can answer. And also guys, if any one of you want a routine, please just a minute guys. So if you want any one-to-one sessions, so one-to-one sessions means I hope you know it, where I'll be taking classes. Let's assume that you got access to my one-to-one sessions by paying some money. So it's going to be paid, guys. First of all, I'm telling you that. Okay, like there are some free resources on internet. I'm not saying that I'll be teaching you everything, but there might be some set of people who need one-to-one sessions. Okay, so for them, so I'm taking like one-to-one sessions. So you can WhatsApp me at the at 955361115. So you can just WhatsApp me over there. I think the phone, if you call it, it doesn't work. If you do some kind of what you call calling or SMS bombing, it doesn't work because it's a dummy number kind of thing. Okay, so it only works for WhatsApp. So if you can just ping me over WhatsApp there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so routine, please. Currently, I'm going through training and stuff. So mostly I kind of created my own like schedule. So like some reading a book, like not everything is related to cybersecurity. Okay, so I created some different routines as well, so which can be helpful in like my mental stress, etc., like that as well. So, and I'm trying to focus on doing them. It's kind of like streak kind of thing. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to tell. So yeah, any more questions or anything like that? But if you want to stick to some goal or some kind of habit that you want to develop, like if you want to work on this cyber security for 1 week, or like if you want to work every day for like an hour or anything like that, try to create some kind of habit. Okay, so that is where habit. Okay, so it is not, the end goal is not to like become complete anything like that. Like you're just trying to implement a goal, like to work on this what you call this cyber security part or anything like that. Okay, so that's the best thing you can do. Are there any advanced tools used by governments and military that we don't have in the normal web? One thing that I use is like what we do is like when we get an access to an IP address, we'll be getting a public IP address. But this law enforcement agencies can try to extract the original IP from where it came from. So that's an advanced tool. You can call it as a tool, but it's a kind of a privilege. Okay, and advanced tool, most probably they'll be using the same tools like us. I've seen professionals who's using burp suit or metasploit or some etc like that. Okay, mostly they use tools like us, but the advantage with them is like they have more access to the data compared to that of us. Okay, let us assume that there is an IP grabber. Simple example, like, let us assume there is an IP grabber. What we'll be getting is like a public address, right? But that is not what we want, right? We want a private address of the guy. So this particular military people or whatever it is, the law enforcement agencies to be precise, so they have access to all this data. So if they go and ask your internet service provider, so like your public IP address is assigned to an what you call this particular guy, like an internet service provider. So if they go and ask him, so they'll definitely I think I'm back. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Yes, 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 yes. I'm really sorry, guys. There is some kind of issue. Okay, so I'm even getting my audio. I'm checking on my own device as well. So, is it possible to learn? Yes, you can. So, even I used to like I'm a Java. I have some knowledge in Java. So I used to work on Java and stuff. And Python, I do some kind of programming as well. So I don't only stick to this hacking or whatever you call. I do some other part as well. Yes, you can definitely do it. It is not always restricted to something, right? But in fact, one thing, there is a quote like if you know how to build it, then you'll also know how to destroy it. So that's a good quote. I think it's from The Art of War by Sands. I don't know the exact name. The Art of War, I think so, or I don't know, whatever you call. It's a kind of quote kind of thing. If you know how to build it, you also know how to destroy that. So yes, you can do it. Like it's not always to stick. It is not always required to stick to something, man. You can do whatever you want. So any questions? Any more questions? We'll end the stream in like 10 or any 10 more minutes or anything like that. Okay. So I think we have some kind of good interaction from the people. I think people are following me. Thank you guys really for following me. Okay, so I'll just share. I'll not share anything my personal or anything like that. This is not a personal space. I'll mostly share what you call the cyber related stuff, my content related stuff, etc. like that. So that's it. Okay, just a minute. Let's see what questions I can get. come on, let's see what we have. Yes, any hacking good books? I would say something like books is kind of oldest form of like it takes lot of time, guys. I don't recommend, like I'm not saying you shouldn't study any books, but personally I wouldn't prefer any books. But there are some gold mines. Okay, so let's go to Amazon and let's see what are the good books we can find. Okay, in the meantime, guys, ask your questions. I'm just seeing your questions. I'll just see your questions. I'll pick out some important questions or interesting questions. So there is a book called as Web Application, but they are costly, guys. They're a lot of cost. So that's the thing that you need to keep in mind. So this book is like gold mine, whatever you can call. So you can see the paperback. So most probably, if I want to read a book, I would be preferring something like a paperback book. Okay, so even though I read some books out of what you call scope, like these are not related to hacking, these are related to some self help or anything like that you can call. So you can see they are. If you want to read a book, paper book is what I kind of recommend. Okay, so yeah, but you can see the cost is too much. Okay, and there is a book called as Hacker's Playbook. I'm just saying it, guys. Like I just read those ebook versions. Okay, and I think yeah, this one Playbook 3 or 4. I don't know what's the exact version, but this I read this book. So Hackers Playbook version 3, Practical Guide to the Penetration. This is one of the good book. If you want, you can buy it. Okay, so or else you can buy a used book. You can see a used book costs like 4,039 rupees, and that new books are like for only 999. So you can buy it on, like if you know some other places where you can get books for cheap, you can go do check that out. But I've read only few books, guys. From there are some good books from Packet. Okay, Packet hacking books. There are a lot of good books, guys. Like I would recommend you to, yeah, there is a lot of good books. uh there is a good book on what you call metasploit. Like I've read this book, guys. One of my friend gifted that, and it's like awesome, guys. Like just started reading that. Like I'm getting a lot and lot of information about metasploit. I don't even know some of them even existed. Okay, so there are some books out there. Most probably they might be Kindle books, but do read about them, okay, guys. But what happens is, like, if you take a book like a Black Hat Python, so I've seen a reviews of this book. So this book is related to Python 2. Okay, I've seen some reviews and internet or anything. I don't know whether it is updated or not, but what you call is like it's kind of old. Okay, so you can see when it is printed or where it is, what time it is printed, etc. like that. Okay, you can see the top most recent reviews. You can see like there might be some kind of issues with these are like old books, guys. Okay, so that's the thing that I would say. Like I'm not telling you not to read a book. I read this hacker web application hackers handbook, etc. like that. But do check them out. Okay, is there any coupon for global certification for students? I'm not sure. Is there any course or video you want to suggest for BGG beginners? You can go and check out TCM's course, the Cyber Mentors Practical Ethical Hacking course, PEH course. It's one of the best course, guys. You can do check that out. I shouldn't say I hate reading books, but yeah, if I start reading a book, if I want to read a book, I would definitely read it at any cost. But what happens is like mostly the books in the cybersec domain are kind of old, I should say. Like I'm not against these authors, guys. They did a wonderful job, but what I would call is like they are kind of old. Okay, so they might not be updated. Let's assume you are taking this book. It's written by Jade Sabi sir. So it might be new or it might be old. You can see when it is printed or anything like that. You can see it is on from July 2018. It's kind of new only. But if you take this old book, you can see this particular book is like 20 March 2014. So we don't know what would have happened. Like, but there is an updated part of this book. That's good. But you can see there is an year. Okay, right? That's the big thing. And if I come back, you can see this book is written in 2012. But the concepts are kind of crystal clear. Okay, so that's the thing, guys. While buying a book, I'm not saying not to read a book. Okay, don't go in that way. But these are kind of old. Like if you take this Car Hacker's Handbook, I think this would be a great book. But what happens is like it is related to 2016. we like it's completed like 6 years right now. I think it completed 6 years, and we seen a lot of updates in the cars. Okay, like we got automated cars, we got a lot of stuff going on over here and there. So whenever you're buying a book or anything like that, see for what you call the latest publish or anything like that. At least for books from which you're looking forward to learn. But if you take some books like a simple novels or anything like that, like you don't need to look for at which year it's printed or anything like that. Okay. So if you take a book like Atomic Habits, like it's kind of deviating, guys, but I'll just show you. You can see it's printed in 2018, but even now it's a good book. So that's the thing you need to consider. Okay. So any more questions, guys? We'll end the stream. Okay. So I hope I've answered all your questions or anything like that. Let's see if I have any questions in a couple of minutes. Just ask your questions, guys. Like in 2 or 3 minutes, we'll wind up the session. Okay, so let's see what questions I can get. And even on the Sunday, guys, I even understand. Uh, like how to approach begin Linux. See, Linux is an operating system. Okay, like you don't need to. It's not a rocket science in any means. Okay, what you need to find out is like what is within. Okay, so mostly if you take Linux, you will be working with command line. So which is like Linux command line. Just learn about how Linux works, what is Linux kernel, etc. like that. Just start from the root. Okay, so the root part of an operating system is kernel. Learn about how a Linux kernel is built. Okay, how Linux applications, like how what you can do with Linux. Okay, what is the difference between the current operating, which is most probably your Windows machine and the Linux machine, and what are the cool things that you can do with Linux. Like Linux, most people use it for the command line. Even Windows you can use command line, but mostly people use for command line purpose only Windows Linux. So learn how you can do all those stuff. Okay, so that will be great. Yeah, that's the answer. So like just start slow. Like there are some good tutorials and etc like that, you can do check them out. It's going to be absolutely fine. Okay, best budget wireless adapter for 2.5 and 5 gigahertz. Even I need to show you guys Wi-Fi adapter for packet injection. We call it packet injection. Okay, monitor mode most precisely. I think this works. This works, guys. I've seen some people telling that this works. Okay, it's kind of budget only, but like there is some issues. There will be some issues like it doesn't work all the time. So you need to look for some proper drivers or anything like that. I've seen. I think I bought this thing. Okay, so you can see, you can click on packet injection. You can see the reviews are fine. So let's see, but the most recent one, packet injection mode is not working. Sometimes some people might be having issues, etc. like that. You can see most people are telling it like packet injection is working. So you can reuse that, not an issue. And let's see, if you want to go with some costly stuff, this Etheros AR927 chipset will work absolutely fine. Okay, so that's the thing. uh I don't know what this company is, but I've seen a lot of times, guys. This tells like something like generous. Let's see the reviews. Like just see the reviews, guys. Someone would definitely have it. You can see it works with the packet injection and stuff. I think it's some kind similar to Jet Security's thing, but I'm not sure. Chipset which supports the Kali Linux and stuff. Yeah, this works. This will work absolutely fine. You can buy this out. But make sure you are buying the stuff, okay, which are like kind of what you call working, and also make sure there is some kind of written policy. Okay, so but I use Atheros Alpha AW036 NHA. So you might all know it's kind of costly. I wouldn't recommend anyone to buy that. But if you are like damn interested in this stuff, you can do buy that. Okay, so is any resource for a recommendation? Any resource for recommendation? Let me find out. Like, there used to be some guide. I do provide it. Okay, I think I kind of will do one thing. Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll try to provide that in my Discord server, so no issues. Okay, don't get me wrong. As of now, I'm not having anything, but I have do in my repository, notes repository. I'll do provide that. Okay, not an issue. So, any antivirus you recommend that doesn't consume much resources? Kaspersky. It is not consuming much resources. I tested it personally. Like previously, I used to have Bitdefender. You might be calling like, why Satvik, why you need an antivirus or something like that. I download a lot of torrents and stuff. Like I need some kind of protection at computer level as well. So even though you are pro or anything like that, sometimes you might be ending downloading, or sometimes even without your consent, there might be some kinds of scripts downloading. So this kind, if you have an antivirus, it would add some kind of security to your stuff. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't use an antivirus, but if you use it, it's fine. Or if you are kind of a well experienced guy, then you don't need to do it. Okay, but I have a lot of stuff on this computer, so that's the reason I have, like, I take backup, so to protect from ransomware, anything like that. So I have some kind of antivirus which is not cracked. Okay, not cracked in any means. I've seen people getting a ransomware by downloading cracked antivirus. I don't know. That's kind of funny, but that happens. Okay, so bro, I see all your Linux plus SQL series. That's it, or we need to learn more. Learn more in the sense, look, those are the concepts, brother. So in order to learn more, what I would recommend to do is like solve the Linux boxes, whether it can be on try hack me or hack the box, or it can be on OneHub or any other way, any other thing. So just try to solve them, and mostly you might be getting these concepts only. So 99% of the time, 98 or 99%, like I would figure it out like 95% of the times, like these are the thing or the concepts that you might be exploiting. Okay, like it is not like the same way exploited, but it is going to be kind of different way. You need to do some kind of etc like that, etc like that. So that's the thing. So put them in practice, or else you will be not getting anything. Okay, so that's the big mistake that I have done, like previously, or during my learning stage. I just used to learn them, that's it. I didn't used to put them in practice. Like we have good features, good options, like try hack me or hack the box, even hub. If you don't want for paid, it's fine. Okay, so that is it, guys. I think we kind of did the thing. So if possible, I'll be buying an possible, like, cheapest, or the whatever you call, like the most budget Wi-Fi adapter, and I'll see whether it is good or not. Okay, so I'll buy the cheapest possible Wi-Fi adapter which supports this packet injection and stuff, mostly for like 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Okay, I'll see the budget, and I'll try to make a video on that, but it is going to take some time, guys, because you can see there is a lot of time to come to my place. Okay, so what happened with Bitdefender? I was planning, don't go with Bitdefender if you're having less resources. Like it eat up a lot of resources. That's the thing I faced with that. Okay, so it used to eat up a lot of battery. Like if it eats more resources, then directly it is eating your what you call, whatever you call, your battery. So what used to happen is, like, currently now I'm fine. Okay, previously, like in college, I used to carry my laptop with charging. So when I open it, this Bitdefender used to eat up a lot of what you call RAM and stuff. So that's the reason I kind of switched. And Kaspersky, in my testing, it's kind of better. It's kind of light on my machine. It's kind of great. Okay, detected a lot of attacks as well. Sure, man. I'll be making videos on Windows Plus escalation. I recorded those videos, not an issue. I'll be releasing those videos time to time. Okay, no issues. Okay, but the best thing I would recommend you is, like, just practice those skills. Okay, just don't learn and uh, keep it there. Okay, just try to practice from different sites and stuff. And also, guys, don't buy this thing. So TP link, this dongle doesn't work. Even I have this dongle. You can see I have this dongle, but this doesn't work. I did lot of drivers and stuff. This doesn't work. So don't waste your money on this. This doesn't work. Okay. As I told you, if possible, I will try to make a small video on this Wi-Fi adapter, which is available for like mm, budget price. Okay, so I'll try to do that. So not an issue. Like this is great. I think this will work, but you can see it's 8,799 Indian rupees. It's kind of more, I would say. Like it doesn't require, guys. Like just see the attacks. Okay, so I'm facing my Wi-Fi adapter is not detecting in my calling button and it's working fine. It might be problem with the drivers. Okay, so try to what you call try to update the drivers or try to do anything like that. It is definitely problem with the drivers. Okay, so try to find out the chipset within your Wi-Fi adapter and try to change or do whatever possible it is. Like you might be finding some guides on how to install a driver that will do the work. Okay, so I'll do find out, guys. Like I want to carry some kind of yeah. Even my system's inbuilt thing works. Even my system's inbuilt thing works. Like almost so many Lenovo's PCs, laptops I've seen like kind of support packet injection, guys. Like I kind of like when I did a kind of a boot up through pen drive of Kali and I tested it, like it's working absolutely fine on this machine as well. But we don't boot up always, right? We need some kind of adapter, so that's the reason. So hi Taruneshwar, hi. So most probably next week I'll be doing a video on this topic. Let's see which is the best thing that we can all buy. Okay, I'm looking for some Wi-Fi adapter which can be easy to carry. Like previously, the A Alpha AW036NHI is like kind of big thing. So it's like it's not easy to carry, much easy to carry. I want to see whether it supports 2.4 gigahertz or as well. This is Atheros AR927 chipset. This is beauty, guys. Like this is one of the best chip. Okay, which is used for this packet injection. This is one of the best I can call the best. Okay, so Atheros AR927 chipset. Okay, so it will work absolutely fine. Work well. You can see there is some kind of stuff. I'll read the reviews and I'll try to go through them. I feel like this Lex Leoxis Leo thing. I used this thing. Yeah, I used this thing previously, but I kind of exchanged it because I got the damaged one. Okay, so this dongle is kind of broken when I got it. Okay, so I exchanged this thing, but it works fine. I tested it personally. And some of my friends even use this. Okay, this is kind of cheap and the budget option that you can all go with. Okay, so that is it, guys, for today. So I hope this session is kind of helpful for you, and we'll meet in the next video tomorrow, most probably a Windows Plus escalation episode. And that is it, guys, for today. Happy Sunday and good night for all of you. We'll meet again tomorrow. This is Satvik signing off, and bye. Take care.